On the desk, you got
Surprise
G2
with
in
my
chat.
toe
Coins even got
stuff.
G2. Cloud9 could not be bigger underdogs, and they thrive in this environment, folks. Cloud9 versus G2 to make it to the grand finals.
Everything.
The number one offense in North America, a heavy favorite against Cloud9, who took down M80 yesterday, but everyone's blaming M80 instead of praising Cloud9. Who's correct here, James, as they get ready to take on this North American Titan?
Well, I think we're about to find out, Jorby. G2 going to be a different beast altogether. Everyone
M80
saw the
stuffed
breakdown
up.
from M80 yesterday, but Cloud9...
I literally said yesterday that if M80 lost to Cloud9, like, not only is the curse real, but they don't deserve to be Swiss merchants. And then they lost. And they looked horrible. They had one good game where they won 7-0, and then after that they just disappeared. AJ peaked and scored like half their goals, and Nass just played really well.
Just like,
And then
just like my dad, he disappeared.
yeah, and then the rest of the team just poof.
How is this not winning?
Because it's against G2, like, they got plot armor, genuinely, like,
Except against Gentle Mates where they fucked up.
well, yeah, that was just because EU's got more plot armor. Like, EU as like a region, it's just is different for some reason. At least for now.
I don't know, EU just better at team-wise.
Look, if I'm being honest, the gaps close a crazy amount, but only by 2 teams. And that's what the problem is that the chances of NA actually, like, their top teams beating the EU top teams is a lot less, because there's less top teams in NA. That's the problem. I've got to say though, give it about a year, come sometime next year,
Yeah,
and the players on Snowman and
that's
like
the thing. Back in
Cloud9,
like Season 8, Season 9, back then, it used to be 4v4, you know?
yeah, but it's not anymore, is it?
No.
And that's the stupid part, because NA's meant to be the second best region. But if I'm being honest, like South America and Saudi Arabia, they are very close, if not exactly up there, with North America at the moment. And they only have 2 spots. So it's like, it's either really depressing to see for North America, because they're absolutely washed at the moment, or it's just, very unfortunate that everyone else has just gotten that much better, and they just can't keep up. Either way, it's not good.
You know what, I blame NRG for this.
Which version of NRG?
Squishy, Justin, and Garrett.
Oh yeah. Why is
I
that?
blame them. Because they got so good, everyone tried chasing them, they tried building teams just to beat NRG, and forgot how to play.
And now they've
now
left.
that NRG's over, they have to build themselves.
Yeah. Now one's of them's retired, one of them's on Shopify Rebellion, and the other one's with 2 players who just don't seem to work on that team yet. Maybe they will eventually, but right now it ain't working properly. Oh, hello Zanil.
We saw some good pressure from Cloud9. Atomic trying to get this ball out to the side wall, had no.
Oh, he had no boost. That was actually a really perfect shot then.
He was just a step too slow getting back.
For Cloud9, it's kind of what helped them the last time is that Omelet G2 game in the playoffs.
Do you reckon Cloud9 will be able to continue playing in the CRL, or do you reckon because they started playing in the RLCS with an org, they can't anymore?
No idea.
I mean, I guess that wouldn't change, because there obviously has been RLCS players who played in the CRL in the past.
Lion Blazers. One
Yeah,
of them.
and Zanil.
Yeah.
Up to Atomic, who goes for the corner pass, beast mode, low boost.
Lion Blazers is the champ though, that's the thing.
So is
multiple
Zanil.
time champ.
Yeah, that Zanil is too.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Lion Blaze couldn't keep the ball.
The reason why I asked is because now they're part of an org, right? They're getting paid by an org, and then when they go to the CRL, they'll be playing under a different team. And it's also a bit more unfair for the other CRL teams, because they,
That makes sense, because they're representing their school.
yeah, but maybe it's because some, like, you know, it might be something in the contract they have with their team, because, I don't know, maybe they don't like that kind of shit, I don't know.
Such a threat every time he's on the ball. Really, any player on
That's my thought process about that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Lion Blaze is back and no play there for Cloud9.
Regardless, I think it would be a bit unfair anyway, because now these guys have gotten to a level that is obviously very good for the North American region. That CRL players, like the average CRL player, will be at a disadvantage when versing them.
Wow, well, it's their problem for not being good.
Yeah.
It's otherwise known as skill issue 1-1.
Yeah, but like, it's a bit different to like if like, say you got your RLCS team 2 are that dominant because this is like the top league, but then CRL's a league where there's literally like grand champs and champs on teams, so it's a bit like,
Yet again,
yeah.
1-1.
He can do whatever he wants. Boost, but you know, it does feel like he's got the boot power up.
Like, bro, my school ain't producing Rocket League stars, so oosh, so be it.
Still gets the corner steal, but this gives the ball back to Cloud9 for a brief moment until Atomic lands that.
I wonder how many players they actually have, like, at their university.
What university?
Northwood, I think it is.
Yeah.
Like they probably got like actually proper backups and everything. Like they can probably replace the whole team.
And one side of the ball is already longer than the other. So one's really small and one's really long. But I'm trying to figure out which part which to tie.
Atomic. Push that ball downfield, low boost, trying to win this 50. Does land the demo.
You know, if Cloud9's gonna lose this, I want to see him at least win 2 games. Because I feel like that's what they can do. I don't want it to be a sweep. Because every time it's a sweep, it's just so boring, especially when it's with G2. Like yesterday, I was genuinely falling asleep when watching the G2 game. It was so boring. And that carried over to the next game too, even though it was a good game, I just couldn't keep my eyes open. The G2 OG one. I mean, not G2, the Gen G OG one. There's a lot of teams that have G in their name. OG, Gen G, G2. That's so weird.
Luminosity.
What? That doesn't sound right.
Get this deep in G2's half. Now Daniel air dribbles up the gut before it stopped briefly by Zanil.
If they want to match Luminosity GG. That was awful.
He wins that 50 and might get another touch. There's a whiff.
Luminosity.
Going for a double. Tough angle and it's blocked by Percy.
Lion Blaze has felt desperate on his last 2 challenges. He's dove from a disadvantage, and his team has been a little spread on the last 2 pushes. Credit to the back wall. They've been able to clear.
Have you heard the shit that's been going on in SSA?
No. What, with the old cheating scandal?
LG scandal?
No, the old cheating scandal.
Oh, the old GTs. No. This is very new. Yeah. So after the Young Money Clan got banned, like coming into this split, more Spanish teams joined the region, and like they're doing it legit, so that it's like it's fair or whatever. But it's really disappointing to see because it's already a minor region, and then these Spanish teams are coming, and they're now limitless on the back foot. They lost the first regional, and they have to verse Like I think it's like 3 EU teams versus them basically at this point, and it's like they lost to this team called Team Mobula, who are about to sweep their opponents in the semis and make it to the finals again. So it's looking like that Limitless aren't gonna make the finals.
Well, that's good for them in a way, because now they have someone to actually go up against. Sure, it's going to take time, but they can actually learn from that.
Yeah.
Mechanically,
I mean, yeah, but then you could say the same for like Saudi Arabia and South America. They were both maybe not as bad, but they were minor regions, and they never had to verse them, and look how they've turned out. They're almost beating North Americans, like, teams consistently now. Like, they are good teams now. They didn't need another region to come in. And that was shown by before this whole new thing going on with Blast, and how they've set up the tourneys.
But that's the thing. Furia and Complexity, the two top South American teams, did once go to America.
Yeah, and then they did dog shit and came back.
Yeah.
They literally never, like, Complexity did, but Furia never qualified for anything. Then they went back to South America, and they're the #1 team again, like they were before they left, and then they're doing just as well as they were. Going to North America was the worst thing they could have done, because they gained nothing for it, and all they did was not qualify for anything. Complexity is a little different, because they actually won stuff and made it to places, but like, for Furia's sake. I don't know, did they win anything? I can't remember.
They either won one or made the grand finals.
I don't know, I thought it was always FaZe and Gen G for the most part, besides like the end of the year. And then, I don't know, I can't really remember, it's a little bit of a blur at this point. Uh-oh. Oh my god. What?
How is that not them?
Whoa. What happened? Bruh. But yeah, then Saudi Arabia is just a whole different story altogether. Where it's just like, it was just Falcons until Rule 1 came in. And then that former Rule 1 is now Falcons basically anyway, so it's like, yeah. And all former players of the former Falcons and
it's
the
Alabama family tree. Mix and mingle with certain qualities of the family.
Nah, but you know the craziest thing of it all is that the former roster of Rule 1 and Falcons, like over time how they've slowly been disbanding, like not disbanding, like being dropped and whatever. They've kind of made their way, like, a little bit, like, they've leaked their way into being on Twisted Minds, and now those two rosters have combined and became the second best team. Because you got Musson and Ahmad on Twisted Minds now.
Now all you need is someone like Nalpo.
Nah, I don't think Nalpo is, because Nalpo got kicked by Rule 1 because of the shit he pulled.
What shit he pulled?
He was being racist on stream, so he got dropped by the team, and now he's playing for, like, a different team, but not an old
Was he being
team.
racist? What?
He said the N-word and stuff and was being really racial towards one of the other players.
How?
What do you mean how? With his mouth. He did it on stream. Yeah, like it wasn't like he texted it, he spoke it. Like he was speaking on stream and said this shit. Like he apologized and stuff, but he got dropped by the team because it's obvious why. But oh, Percy, that was
So
close.
who's in it now?
I actually don't know. All I know is that Rule 1 roster is in shambles because they can't even make top 8 anymore because of that. Because Nalpo was their hard carry. Now Venom's their hard carry, but because Venom's nowhere near like Nalpo was, they just can't keep up. I'm taking a guess and saying like there's... Oh! I'm taking a guess they're like sub or something that's taken over for now. I'm being honest, Rule 1's kind of taken a step out of Moist's handbook. Ever since they've come into Rocket League, yeah, ever since they've come into Rocket League, they've made worse and worse decisions, and they've downgraded their roster exponentially. They've just done it at a faster rate. Jesus, okay. Okay, Cloud9.
Nicely done, Percy.
That was a good bump by Lion Blaze.
Yeah,
Forced Daniel and Beastman into a shit spot, and Percy just slotted that exactly where he needed to.
Cloud9 to win. Right now, I don't like his plays because they knocked out Luminosity. I mean, Luminosity.
Well, in technicality, it is completely Luminosity's fault, because they had chance after chance. They never had to verse Cloud9 in the beginning.
I know.
They just threw other series. So if anything, you should be either blaming Luminosity or the teams that they lost to prior to Cloud9, because Cloud9 were in a do or die situation just like Luminosity. The only problem is that Luminosity had way more chances than Cloud9 did. So
Yes, I blame Luminosity as much as everyone else, but still.
my point I'm trying to make is I wouldn't put it onto the players on Cloud9. I'd put it on either the teams they lost to prior or just themselves. More accurately, just themselves, because if I'm being honest, the teams that they lost against weren't, like, not only should they have beaten them, but some of them weren't even playing that good compared to what they could play at. So the fact they lost to them was just stupid.
Yeah, OG were doing well though, and I lost to OG 4-3.
Yeah, but that's different. OG is like the exception. Like, OG beat Dignitas, was it like 3-1 in the double elimination brackets, but like, and it looked really good for OG. And then look at what Dignitas did. They went to game 7.
7 with SSG.
Yeah, with SSG. Like, you gotta give credit where credit's due. So.
Here's the thing.
Oh my god, look at Zanil go. Holy shit, he is ramped up. Oh
Yeah,
my god.
the only reason I don't shoot up Luminosity is because they don't have shooting on Reddles and Magic there. But besides that...
Oh, I don't give a fuck, I'll shit on them.
What? They're my favorite players though.
Yeah, but it's also like very biased.
It's not biased, I'm just not shitting on them.
Well, that's exactly
Say
it.
they're bad.
If you would have a team that you have a neutral like feeling about, and they underperformed against the series that they should have won, and that got them eliminated, you'd say that was the biggest throw ever. They're dog shit. That would be the normal response for someone.
Yes, but here's the thing, I know they're true, and I still know they're true, and I'm gonna act like they're true. I'm gonna be mad. It's just that I'm not gonna be as
Well, I'm neutral to them, so I'm just gonna say that was the most pathetic series, like set of series that I've seen from them ever. The fact they made last major and then they do something like that either shows that they never deserved to be there in the first place, or it was a fluke. So they need to prove that they, you know, that isn't the case by playing good in the next regional.
Here's the thing, their first 2 games they did well, they actually played well, and then all of a sudden they just...
Yeah, but playing well at the beginning and then flopping at the end doesn't matter, because they still didn't qualify to the next stage in this.
Lost form all of a sudden. I don't know if they lost juice, they weren't on their gamer subs. They had just drank a Red Bull and just had energy plummets. Like, what?
Yeah. I don't know.
But whatever
whatever was in their breakfast obviously didn't help them, so I think they need to fix their diet. so dumb. Whatever's in Cloud9's though is good. Keep it up. Going toe to toe with G2 and actually looking very competitive. Oh, what a touch! What a touch from Zanil! Holy shit!
He is feeling himself.
Bro, Zanil is like actually nasty right now.
I know. Daniel's feeling himself, and I want to feel him too.
And you gotta give credit to Percy and Lionblaze too, because they are playing just as good as they need to right now. Like, Zanil's playing nuts, and then Zanil and Percy, Lionblaze and Percy are just playing great. It's just a shame that they're versing potentially, like, World Championship winning team. Like, if I'm being honest, out of all the potential World Championship winning teams, I think G2 probably have the lowest chance, but they're still in a good spot to win it. Like, don't get me wrong, they still got a really good chance of winning. Like, the fact they got to the finals in the last major the way they did, it proves that they, you know, they can win at the whole thing. But
yeah, they even beat Vitality. So.
Yeah, and Vitality right now are the top EU team. So it's like, I mean, unless like Carmine Corp go back to their regional 1, 2, and 3 stage, especially their regional 1, then that'll be good. Because I don't know if you've noticed it, but since the season started, they have definitely started losing it a little bit. They are not playing nearly as good. Their kickoff strats have fallen off. Their chemistry seems to have become more shaky. They've become more reliant on their mechanics, and because of that, they keep failing. And because of that, they keep losing. And they're getting worse and worse as time's going on. So unless they pick up like they were at the beginning of the season,
oh my God, Zanil.
Okay, I think it's time to lock into the series because I'm seeing a potential upset. What the fuck was that?
Chat saying first, absolutely first.
An incredible series. Cloud9 creating opportunities on the counterattacks.
Damn, Ron is that?
You wanna know the biggest piece of bullshit that happened to me last night? So, I was obviously out for Mother's Day, and then I came home and did some things, and then like after a few hours I decided to go to bed, right? It's like 8 o'clock, and I was like, time for bed, right? And then flat for the whole day, and then when I finally try to go to bed, I'm like buzzed awake. I really don't want to call in, but I know if I try to go to work today after the shit sleep I got last night, like it wasn't even good sleep either, so it's like, if I try and go to work, I know I'm not gonna be able to. Because I need a lot of patience for my job, because you know what I am, right? I've told you. Yeah. So you need a lot of patience for my job, and like I do have a lot of patience, and I'd probably last the day, but I'd probably genuinely want to kill myself at the end of the day because I'd be so pissed off.
Or worse, that one last dumbass that pushes your button.
That happened last week. One of the people tried to fight me on Wednesday, I think it was.
Great save,
they're back on Monday too, unless they're not allowed back for a while. I don't know.
This Lionblaze discipline on the goal line. He comes out of net initially, sees Beast Mode just backs up a little bit, and he's in a spot to play defensively again.
Nice defense. Well done, Cloud.
Oh, that's unfortunate for Zanil and no boost.
Helping conduct this rotation.
I get there.
Oh. He is doing that work right now. Percy.
That's a me moment right there. I try to control the ball and it bounces over my car.
Instead of beast mode, it'll be Daniel, but too heavy of a touch. And now Cloud9 take it again. Beast mode's all the way down on the opposite side of the field, and you can see Atomic Law.
Bro, Zanil's shot, right? Like his shooting is just phenomenal right now. Oh. Okay, that shot wasn't too great. Okay, Percy's awake. Percy's awake. Oh, that was so like simple for him too. He just knew exactly what to do. That was great.
You saw the struggle
Great
from
placement.
G2. Beast Mode dove in on a challenge and was all the way on the opposite side of the field.
It wasn't even just that, he didn't over air roll or anything, like he air rolled only when he needed to.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was close. They almost just triple committed.
Cloud9 trying to answer some questions.
And get too jittery, guys.
A lot of people just saying M80 poor game.
Yeah.
How did you lose to Cloud9?
They're souped up, but
Look at Cloud9 right now.
you better be able to control that soup.
I agree with the casters, by the way. If Cloud9 managed to win this, or even take this as far as they already have, it kind of makes M80 not seem as bad. Because even though they lost 4-2, and they, they probably should have won against Cloud9. If Cloud9 are going to do what they're doing to G2, maybe it's not as bad as we thought it was. And it wasn't that M80 just threw again, but maybe Cloud9 are just, like, peaking. Yeah, like Snowmen did last regional. The only thing that would really go against that is the fact that M80 went 7-0 in one of their games. It didn't even look like Cloud9 even were on the field for the whole time, so... But, I don't know. Every team has their one-off thing. It's just weird that it was game 2 of all games that happened. You'd expect it game 1.
Beast Mode, no boost, playing tight, but too fast for him to chase. Atomic also playing right behind Beast Mode. G2 still got the ball. They got all the midfield boost as well. All the fuel you could need.
I don't know if what's going on right now is good or bad for Cloud9. Because they don't have possession, but they're not, like, G2 can't really get any good shots. They're just getting mediocre shots on them.
Deadlock.
Yeah. But it's like, Cloud9 barely have any boost to save things. Like, look at that. Lion Blaze has 0 boost, Percy has half a tank, and Zenil's not even close to the net yet. Like, that wasn't good.
Yeah.
Bro, Zenil, 0 boost save. Like, what is going on? What the hell is going on, bro? If Zenil got the touch he needed there, that might have actually just been a goal.
Had the boost advantage. We're starting to wear down that Cloud9 defense, but they just can't find answers.
Oh my! Oh my god! What is going on? This is reminding me of BDS in the last couple minutes of their game against Resolve, where they just kept hitting the crossbar.
Don't remind me of
Oh my god! I almost just pinched. Daniel just almost pinched it in his own net. Bro, this is actually crazy. I'm really happy right now. Cloud9 are, like, it's not over. It's definitely not over. But like, I'm happy to see how Cloud9 are playing. And they're bumping each other. Lion Blaze. Oh. Oh, there's no way, right? Okay. This is actually stupid. I think if Limitless just continue to make it to like the finals and stuff, they'll clinch they'll clinch worlds, but I don't think they're gonna make this major, because especially if they lose now, the point difference is probably too much, unless they do what Young Money Clan tried to do to them and snipe them, but we all know how that turns out, so I think the next major is over for them.
Yeah.
But you never know, they might win. I mean, 1 goal doesn't mean shit. It's only been 1 minute into the series, so.
50 it over, Zenil, hitting it to the corner. And another thing you wonder, Jarby, is if you'll see some nerves start coming out from Cloud9 now that they are right there. They've been there before against G2. Will they be able to clutch up and finally close it out? It's one thing to be on match point, another thing entirely to close out a series, especially against a team.
All I ask is for Cloud9 just not to get overconfident and push up on plays. They should not. That's such a nice touch. That is just, that's so good. They didn't need to hit it hard. Lion Blaze got a bump on Daniel. Oh, that's just great.
check that rear view mirror, and if you do, chances are you'll see Lion Blaze coming. That time, no time to react. And we've got another lead for Cloud9. Will they be able to do it?
It really has been the adjustment, hasn't it? After game one, Lion Blaze seems to have an eye on beast mode wherever he is. Atomic trying to find his way to beast mode. Beast mode, he's jumping from low boost. He's jumping from behind. He'll stay as an option downfield, but again, no boost.
Man, good.
And both angles covered. Zanil on the right.
Yet again, this rider though.
Left, and he's just holding on to the ball.
I wonder how complexity is going in South America.
Lion Blaze actually used to be really good at ones. Where is he been?
I just don't think he's been grinding. He's still probably very good. He's just not, like, he's just focused on the RLCS now. Because he's gotten to that level that it's like beforehand, he was good, but he wasn't, you know, ever in contention for RLCS, with like winning anything. But as time's gone on, he's gotten good enough now where it's like, it can be a focus for him. So, and it's proven now because, like, well, you're watching it.
Yeah.
Do I think they're gonna win anything? This is probably the best look they're gonna ever have all year. So probably not, especially if they start, you know, playing, well, worse than they are now. But they're never gonna win a major or the world championship in the state they are now. They've still got a long way to go, but considering what they used to be, they are so much better. It's so impressive to see. It's alright. It's a tie game.
Yeah, I know.
Perfect vision from Atomic. It would be fine for Zanil on the wall.
It was difficult, but maybe if Zanil didn't flip there, there might have been a chance that... Oh, that's not good.
I'm sure Zanil was hoping he had coverage underneath. But Percy took himself out of the play momentarily.
Beast Mode just like glued to the ball. What the hell was that?
That you want to see from Cloud9.
Well, Beast Mode doing Beast Mode.
Another boomer downfield. To get set back up. It's not where you let your foot off the gas pedal. Don't lose that confidence that got you to this point in the series.
Decent flip, over one. Nope, can't get that done.
Doesn't win the boost, so
Not against this Cloud9. My goats.
Daniel, go for another 50. You'll see what Atomic does.
Bro, they don't give no fucks. They're just going for things that... This is actually ridiculous. The confidence that is coming out of Cloud9 right now is ridiculous.
So what you gotta do to these top teams? Show no respect, meet him where the car hits the ball, give him no space, and try play your game.
I mean, yeah, that is true. That is what you're gonna do. But it's like high risk, high reward, because if you overextend and play too overconfident, then you're just gonna lose over and over again, and then you get stuck in a limbo where you just can't seem to do anything regardless of how you change your play style. You can't go overboard.
Especially in front of the box here. Atomic has a chance to quiet things down.
That just doesn't seem to be the case for them. They're just playing really good.
Tied up, Cloud9 still have a chance to end this now.
Picking that battle as well.
Yeah. This kind of reminds me of what happened yesterday. I played a champ tournament. First one I played in probably 2 weeks. Just played it with 2 randoms, right? These 2 guys were the worst players I've ever seen in a champ lobby. Ever. And like normally I say that whenever I have someone who, you know, plays shit or whatever. But I genuinely believe these guys were boosted. Like, I couldn't believe what I was watching. They double committed more than they didn't double commit. They never did anything. They blocked me so many times that I was like, even though for the whole game I was just sitting back in defense doing nothing because they kept cutting over me and I could never do anything. I still almost was first in the first round, and we won because of me being, you know, stellar in defense. And then we come to the second game. One of them's AFK the whole time. It's a 2v3, and both of them literally never had 100 points. I had all the goals, all the saves. I did everything. It was a 1v2, even though I had 2 actual players moving on my team. I couldn't believe what was going on. Like, I had more points than both of them combined. It was ridiculous.
Jeez, what a save.
Did he get boost there or no? Oh.
Atomic. It's always Atomic who's shooting like that. Who's shooting lights out.
Bro, what the
It's
hell?
always bloody Atomic.
I mean, it was a good shot, but that's kind of bullshit.
Fight back.
A timeout come out from Cloud9 in that situation. Just because you have an opportunity to close it out. In Game 6, G2 gets a little bit of momentum, but I mean, maybe they just want to get back into it because overall, Jorby, Atomic had to pull one out of the hat to get G2 that win.
He did. It didn't look like G2 had anything. He made a desperate situation into a favorable situation. And now all eyes are on Cloud9. You mentioned the timeout. I agree with you. We always say that after 2 losses, a timeout seems to be most effective when it comes out. Game 7, I'll be honest with you, I don't know the stat off the top of my head for Game 7 timeouts, but I do know teams do love to save it in close series like this. If they do force Game 7, you try to ice them up. Atomic back to beast mode. G2 would love to get back to that Game 1 energy where they're just able to dominate every aspect of the pitch, in the air, on the ground, in the boost game. Cloud9 have taken them to the limit. Like you said, G2 not perfect. Cloud9
That bump was good.
Catch from Mercy takes it airborne immediately.
Lion Blaze! Oh no, Lion Blaze!
The bar.
Oh, that's yikes. That's such a yikes, bro. How did he miss that though?
Getting a flick.
Oh no.
It's Atomic yet again.
I swear to God, if Cloud9 go all this way and then lose, I swear to God.
I see it happening. I told you last game.
It's a scary spot now for Cloud9. You have not had a ton of success since taking G2 to match point. And they're coming back with a force. Like G2 often do, beast mode. Doesn't get that corner boost, but does he even need it? I'll just drop it.
Come on, they've already clinched Worlds and they're in a very good spot for the major. They don't need a win anymore. Okay, nice Cloud9. Back in the game. Lion Blaze. Lion Blaze is trying to make up. Oh boy.
Take advantage of a mistouch. You take out the second layer, and you've got yourself a game-tying goal. That has to electrify the Cloud9 half.
Maybe you're starting to worry a bit if you're Cloud9. You've been to Game 7 before. Daniel's zero boost still clears it out to the side. But Cloud9, they've gone the distance before with G2. I don't think they want to go
roll just slightly to the left. Go to that edge, that top right.
Yeah.
Right corner a little bit. So hit the bottom corner on that right side. That's it, man.
Oh, that was close.
I do think Lion Blaze, maybe, yes, Daniel was on that wall, didn't get the low power.
Daniel's feeling himself.
Beast mode will hold for now. Atomic having to avoid Lion Blaze on the attempted bump, and that took him slightly off his line. Daniel's rotated back. It's okay right now for G2.
You know, even though G2 have started, you know, becoming more dominant in the series, Cloud9 still don't look bad at all. Like, they still are playing very good.
Yeah.
It's not them playing bad, it's G2 stepping it up.
Yeah.
From G2 to not panic, beast mode, taking his time, getting there, letting Atomic stay on the goal line and wait. G2, we know they have the ability to answer the goal under pressure. You say the same thing for Cloud9.
Double commit on that ball, that wasn't very good.
That's fine, he still has it.
What? Okay then. Oh my god, I was gonna say. Bro, that was such a nice shot by Percy.
Oh yeah, it was.
Oh, of course it hits the bar and goes out. Oh, that's painful.
So many people on zero there. And Atomic, when he's low on boost, had to use so much time trying to drive around the aggression that it made things awkward on defense. Lion Blaze being such a nightmare.
Come on, say
Now
9.
G2 are trailing once more, and they could be eliminated if they can't score in this next 1 minute, 20 seconds.
Oh, Atomic, a slight pre-jump, and he couldn't get there. Beast Mode steals the boost, but Lion Blaze is fully up, and he's got the touch. He missed the ball, actually. Free ball for Daniel.
Oh, that's so unfortunate.
Yeah, I saw it coming.
It did. Percy and Zanil. Zanil should have stayed back post a bit more. He already had 2 plays up at the other post. He didn't need to go all the way there.
That would have been nasty for sure.
Oh, shit.
Cloud9 can take a quick breath.
That's very stressful.
Maybe didn't like
Very
it.
much so.
G2 players bunched up in the corner there.
Good beat, Percy.
Now Cloud9.
They needed that to break up the pressure. That's really good by them.
But it chips over. Atomic has to
Oh,
waste a little bit
demo.
of time getting back to this ball. And the rest of his boost, Daniel dropping from disadvantage. And he'll just hold for as long as possible. Good job from Percy to not let Daniel dunk that.
Oh my god.
Center on the ball. Daniel's got possession again.
Can't tell if that was a nasty fake or a really nasty miss. Everyone has no boost. This is ridiculous.
Hard boom, but it's well read by Zanil, who launches it back to G2's half.
Cloud9 are not relenting against G2 after they tied the game. They are pushing.
Alright, get revenge for your last OT. Go to OT and win it.
Another catch for Daniel, another 50 for
But he
Daniel,
had
but
0
that's to Zanil.
seconds.
Lion Blaze also with a ton of boost, but it drops James.
Yeah.
Neo Tokyo overtime. Cloud9 golden goal.
Close enough.
Cloud9, G2, and overtime. What a trio that is.
Entertaining for sure.
Oh my god.
Almost stops them right in their tracks. Daniel,
It's
3 boost and no chance. Atomic has Beast Mode behind him, but he doesn't have a lot in the tank. He's got to play it tight. He does. Zanil gets there and weakens anything that they tried to do. Daniel buys some time, but Zanil's already.
Oh, that's an interesting touch from Zanil.
G2 have to be clean. Cloud9
So much height.
need one more goal to get this upset. And there's the demo from behind. Daniel with some space now. Backward. Beast Mode denied. Percy.
What a save.
Oh my god. Oh! Oh my god, what the hell?
Zanil. It's Zanil again.
Oh!
Oh my lord.
Fuck off, G2. You suck so much. Lucky bastards.
The shot, gets the flip reset, and goes for the pass. Beast Mode, not much boost to work with, but he knew that Atomic would take that option if he gave it to him.
Bro, imagine if Atomic moves the SSG. I would be so damn
They
happy.
have that belief in themselves that they can
That'd
get
be
over
weird.
hurdles. Cloud9
The Atomic one.
They are looking for their
Yeah,
breakout.
Atomic from
And
G2.
it's going to take a moment
Nah, it's
like
bullshit.
this
I call
against a
bullshit.
team
That's
like
not
G2 to give Cloud9 the confidence to be
You know what
a
else is
great team
bullshit?
in North America. It's there for the
Dumbass.
taking. Will Cloud9 be able to grab it?
Outside of the C9 faithful, I don't think nearly anybody gave Cloud9 a real shot at the major, even after their top 4 placement. But it will be really hard to keep them out of the conversation if they can complete this win. G2 looking for 3 straight game wins and to just stay on top of all of North America as they have all season.
Lion Blaze landing a couple bumps already. You're seeing G2 go for the counter. Awkward ball for Percy. Low boost. Gets help from Zanil.
Oh, that's a
instead.
great touch from Zanil.
Will control it, but it gets
Yeah.
on low boost. 50s it, hits the ball down, and steals the corner.
So huge because Lion Blaze got the midfield boost as well, and if Zanil doesn't win that 50, he's coming back from a disadvantage.
Bro, the speed ramp up.
G2 counterattack. But Zanil winning 150 keeps Cloud9 in possession. Zanil jumping for it. Beast Mode barely gets there. Atomic no boost. Percy needs some
What a
and
raid
all of G2 trying to get
from the
reset.
G2
Percy keeps the
defense.
touch as tight as he
God
can,
damn.
and it goes straight back out. Zanil has to stay.
It feels like that might have been the moment for Cloud9 to grab this series by the horns, and now you see Beast Mode getting denied, but that was such a good scoring opportunity. G2 was running on 0 boost, and now Beast Mode up against
It
Lion
was,
Blaze.
it's just that G2
Lets him play
got there in
it off the
time.
corner. Don't have to be aggressive in the corner. Let him play that into you. Zanil forces the 50 against Beast Mode. Daniel trying to catch it out. A demo opens up space. Lion Blaze can't shut it across. And Beast Mode and Daniel getting tied up together. Cloud9 can keep going. Percy won't get a free touch. G2 meet him at the punch in the third.
You must be feeling the nerves now. A musty up and over one, but Zanil has been so solid coming from behind, getting those saves as last man, and does it once more for Cloud9.
And he got a challenge to give Percy a chance, but Cloud9 are looking for some kind of possession. Percy may find it here. Shades to Zanil. Back to Lion.
Oh.
You saw the pass. He was lining it up to Percy.
Oh,
G2
I
cut
got
down.
there. Damn it.
Daniel wins that corner boost.
They've got good looks.
Lion Blaze. And it should get around one in the left.
It shows
We'll
they're
send it all the way
fighting
across to the
and
other
there's
side
still
of the
a
field.
chance.
Beast Mode back to the corner. Zanil's going to trust Lion Blaze to get there.
The only reasons why they've lost is because the only reason why they've lost 2 out of the 3 games they've lost so far is genuinely just because of some lucky last minute goals. G2 haven't done nothing. They have done absolutely nothing to even force the game 7 here.
And to be honest, Atomic's been popping off. He scored the last like 3 goals.
Oh yeah, no, Atomic's been popping off, but like, it's so dumb. Like, the entirety of Cloud9 are popping off. 1 player to 3, that does not work. Cloud9 deserve this 100 times more than G2 do.
They could hand them a counter blow, but G2 certainly dodging all of their moves like Floyd Mayweather.
Oh well, G2 is naturally the better team, so it's expected in the end. Oh.
You can say that about Gen G OG and look how that turned out.
Oh, told you, Atomic, bro.
Atomic don't need no luck though, it's all skill on the pool. No one has boost on Cloud9, and G2 are in complete control of the series.
So frustrating. Oh, with a demo like that though. Oh, it's not over. It's just not looking good. Let's get another kickoff like that, tie up the series, and then smack him in the face.
Yeah.
They stick to it. They keep themselves in the series. 2 minutes left. 1 to go to top.
Damn this sign to help out Cloud9.
Big bounce back. See what Lion Blaze can do here on 0. Trying to be patient. Percy, pass attempt out into the middle. Zanil, he commits. Atomic got one bump. Lion Blaze
that ain't good.
has barely any boost. Still gets it to the corner and makes Atomic miss. But the pressure's starting to mount.
You haven't been able to shake them off.
Oh my god.
Good job, Zanil.
Lion Blaze cuts hard. Will flip over Atomic. He gets chipped.
Good bump.
Throw that chip like
Percy!
Percy underneath.
Oh!
Ball, but Zanil was shading closely, and now he has to just control and hope Atomic. He's thinking otherwise. Off the post.
No.
It's Atomic again, bro.
Toppers out on the field. We've got a hat trick for Atomic. Atomic taking matters.
Percy should have scored. It was such a good shot. It was such a good shot. And then he, after it still got saved, he went for a follow-up and still got it. Oh.
No rebound for G2. Percy lobs it back to Zanil. And if they can
Oh.
the ball bounces back into his
Oh my god, why does this happen to every team? Every single time there's a potential upset and it's going good, they always just get to the end and then stop. It's happened like 3 times this tournament.
If they want this, James, they need to leave some time on the clock to get the game tying goal.
It's Atomic again, threatening. And wasting more precious seconds off the clock. Beast mode on the catch, steals the corner. You saw him dribble the ball into the corner boost as well. G2 in full-time kill mode.
Lion's gonna sit right underneath Percy. He'll play it quick. He wins the touch, but they haven't done enough to peel G2's layers.
Well.
Tries again, Lion Blaze chipping him in front.
They had a good run.
They really did.
But just like Luminosity, even though they had nothing to lose and they had every advantage, they didn't throw, but like they just never finished it. Issue stepped up their game, and that was the end of it. Oh, that's so painful to see. That is really painful to see.
And if they weren't, well, you better get up and get loud, because that was a series. My oh my.